Hey, good morning. It's BJ and Joe Hondo out and about on the Recumbents. It's 7:10 a.m. on Sunday, and right now we are back on the Templeton Gap Trail, which we haven't been able to use for quite a while because they've redid the bridge over here we're going to go across. And it's gonna be really nice because they took out all those nasty wood planks that used to beat us to death. And look at this beautiful, beautiful cement and a really nice I don't know if you can see it, but no, I guess not. There's a deer down there. Okay. All right, we're back to the bridge. This comes off the Pikes Peak Greenway and turns into the Templeton Gap Trail. And like I said, before it was an old beat up bridge, boy. I mean, wood bridge. I mean, it was beat up bad. So, yeah. That's a real serious improvement there, boy. Big thank you to the city of Colorado Springs for getting that done, because I mean that thing used to just beat us people on trikes to death. You know, unless you had full suspension. And even then it probably wasn't fun. But boy, with our rear suspension only, it was really no fun. So yeah. All right, so morning. Now we're on the Pikes Peak Greenway, and what it is today is supposed to could possibly hit 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Well, by afternoon, you know, by noon down, you know. So we decided to do something we don't normally do. We got up before the dawn, got up at 5 a.m, had tea and toast, very English breakfast, although our toast is American toast. And then we of course, you know, had to load up our trailer, and our little trailer, and our pull trailer, and get that over to the storage unit, get everything on the trikes and take off. And so we got going by 7, which is good. So the idea is that we've got 4 hours to ride, get back by about 10:30, and put the trikes away and be home by 11, and stay out of the heavy heat of the day, because you know, we're at a little over 6,000 feet in elevation here in Colorado Springs, Colorado, where we call home. And I mean to tell you, when it gets triple digits here at that altitude, man, you really feel it. The heat is oppressive. You know, I mean, I know it gets hotter, you know, in Las Vegas and the desert, but you know, those folks are at least kind of used to the heat. Well, you know, us Coloradoans, you know, we're not used to that heat, but this looks like this is becoming a very normal thing now, due to climate change, I guess. I don't know. Howdy, morning. And but it could also be just because of the you know, we have an El Nino weather pattern this year. The first in a long time, because we had an El Nino weather pattern for like 3 years in a row, which kind of seemed odd. Usually they kind of switch off, you know, every couple of years or less. But yeah, so we got the pattern, and it could be climate change, who knows. There's so much stuff going on in our poor world. Morning. Just want to say that I am not a fan of former President Trump, but I wish him well. I hope he has a quick and complete recovery and gets back on the trail, because it needs to be a fair fight. And like I said, wish him, you know, speedy recovery, recover 100%. And I'll be honest with you, why anybody would want to be president of this country, I don't know, man. You know, first the social media and the news tries to, you know, destroy you and your family, and then people on both sides, if they don't like you, they'll just shoot you. You know, that's just not cool. That's not the way it's supposed to be. We're supposed to be Americans, you know. We fight it out at the ballot box, and then we live with you know, whoever wins for 4 years. Pluses and minuses on both sides of the house. So that's enough of that, but just wanted to say I do wish him well and a complete recovery. All right, so back to the fun stuff. Yeah, we're just like I said, we're getting in an early morning ride so we can be tucked into our air-conditioned apartment well before noon, because it's been staying hot, you know, clear till like 8 o'clock at night. It's been in the 90s, you know. That's really rare for Colorado Springs. Now Pueblo's totally different. Yeah, Pueblo is you know, Pueblo's actually away from the foothills, and it's more south. It's 40 miles south of here, and it really is on the, you know, the plains of Colorado. So it's not a whole lot different than you know, Kansas, to be totally honest with you. So it's hotter down there. They've already been over 100. Thank you. You too.
Enjoy your ride.
You too. Yeah, if you can hear his bell, a lot of the mountain bikers now have basically a continuous bear bell. Yeah, it just rings all the time. I think that would drive me a little crazy, but I understand. If it keeps bears away, it's a good thing. As the song says, you can ring my bell. Of course, we use bells, you know. In fact, we use our bells a little more than most people, because most people just use them to pass. But we also use them when we go around before we get into a blind corner, just to let people know that hey, there's something coming. And you know, with trikes being 3 feet wide, almost 3 feet wide, not quite. I think mine's 32 and Joe's is 34 at the front. So, but that's almost 3 feet. Now, I can't ding my bell here because I got the camera in this hand. Normally I would. Okay. Okay. Got a steep little incline here, so clicked up to level 3 on the assist. And what that does, for those of you that, you know, haven't gone to e-assist and, you know, kind of on the fence, it doesn't like super power you, but what it does is it lets you keep a nice constant cadence up the hill. Yeah. I figured there'd probably be quite a few folks out today, you know, nice and early, because it's definitely gonna be a hot one. We didn't ride yesterday. We actually went for the last year plus they've been working on a complete rehaul of the Pioneer Museum, which is the old courthouse in downtown Colorado Springs. And well, they finally got it done, and they had their grand reopening. So we decided to take an early morning walk, because it's only 3 miles from our apartment to downtown. And got to gear up one here. There we go. And yeah, so we went there and did a free tour, and yeah, we had an enjoyable time. I'm a native of Colorado Springs, and Joe's family's been here since 1965, so she might as well be. But yeah, we even got to ride in an old Otis elevator, you know, the type where you had to, you know, that was all open faced and made, you know, kind of like out of decorative iron, you know, and so that was kind of cool. All right, we gotta, I can't ring my bell, so I'm gonna go a little slower than normal. Coming down. Good morning. One great thing about doing it this time of day is that it's so nice and not screaming hot. Because man, I mean, it's been, whew, by noon lately, it's been screaming hot. Now, next week, of course, is like we have bipolar weather. So basically for this whole week, we've had hot, dry weather. And next week, it looks like it's gonna rain a lot every afternoon. Hopefully it'll hold off till late afternoon, but we'll have to see. Thank you. Well, that was nice. Most of the time those guys on the I call them electric motorcycles, because they don't have pedals. They have foot clips, but they don't have pedals. So if you don't have a pedal, it can't be an e-bicycle, okay? I'm sorry. So I consider that an e-motorcycle. Now we're heading up to Panera Bread for breakfast. Good morning, passing on your left. Have a good day. And yeah, we just decided that well, we were supposed to do a Pikes Peak Pikes Peak Region Recumbent Network ride today, but you know, it's supposed to be like a meet and eat lunch over on the west side of town. But the problem of it is so hot that I went ahead and canceled it. We rarely get anybody to show up to the meet and eats anyway. Like I said, it's funny, in the motorcycle world, especially the long distance touring motorcycle world, the meet and eat is a big deal. Howdy. You know, because the you know, the bikers, you know, I mean, they're rally goers, you know. You know, they go from rally to rally to rally to rally to rally, you know. And but the long distance folks, of course, they want to put on miles. So what they do is they make a meet and eat. They pick some place in a state somewhere and to eat, and you jump on your motorcycle and you ride there. You have lunch with everybody, and you leave. I mean, it's a great concept because then you get to pick your road. You get to pick, you know, whatever you want to, you know, your pace and everything else. And you don't have to try to either keep up with a group or you know, maybe the group's too slow or whatever, you know, because you don't have a group. But yet you're going to meet. You're going to get good food. You're going to have camaraderie with fellow recumbent riders. And then you leave, you know, go where you want, you know. But so far, we just haven't been able to get anybody, you know, in our, because we don't have a club or even an official group. Yes, we have a Facebook group, but that's not really official. And all right, we're gonna jump off the trail here and head up to Panera Bread. In the University Village, Colorado Retail Center. There we go. It's just actually the University Village, Colorado, but it's really strange because, you know, if you use it that way, it should be, you know, the University Village, Colorado Springs. They act like this is the only one in the entire state. And I seriously doubt that. But that's what they do. So, and inside is several different, you know, we've been up here quite a few times, but a few new folks. We like Panera Bread quite a bit. And this one over here in the shopping center, or retail center, whatever you want to call it, has a really nice long outside area and then a patio, and there's like really good places to park your trikes. You know, they have a bike rack for regular bikes, but we don't like to use bike racks because, you know, if you put two of these side by side, well, you pretty much sucked up a whole bike rack, you know. I mean, that's almost 6 foot, you know, of a bike rack. Well, you can get several regular bicycles in that same space, so we try not to park in the, we might pull just past it and you know, put our cable lock, you know, on the deal, but we try to leave it open to where bicycles could just go ahead and use it, even though we're hooked onto it by the cable lock. Whew. hopefully there won't be too much traffic yet. This is Trader Joe's for you folks that I call it a boutique grocery store. Too expensive for Joe and I. But I guess they do sell a lot of, you know, kind of oddish things. A lot of people like that, so. Joe and I are pretty much, you know, we like a little mild Mexican. We like Italian foods. You know, and then of course, you know, the good, you know, the Americanas, you know, although we don't get those kind, you know, the pot roast and meatloaf and all that kind of stuff very often, because we try to keep Joe's meals you know, somewhere towards the healthier side for not only her diabetes but also for her heart. Now, like I said, University Village, Colorado. But like I said, that makes it sound like it's the only one in the whole state, and I doubt seriously. I have a funny feeling if you went up to other towns with big colleges like Fort Collins and Greeley, and they'd probably have something just like this. Okay. Yeah, we'll probably go ahead and sit outside. It's really nice. It's just warm enough to where, you know, it's warm, but it's not hot yet. And looks like somebody's already got our table set up where we like it. Isn't that nice? Yeah, so sure nobody's coming out the doors. Okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and turn you off for now, and we'll get back to you later, wherever we head off. All right, bye for now, folks. Hey, we're back. All right. So we had a really good ham, egg, and cheese sandwich on ciabatta bread at Panera's. You know, Panera's is just one of those paradoxes. You know, the food's good, but the prices are really steep for what you get. I mean, they really are. Okay, well, we're switching from the Greenway to the Cottonwood Creek Trail for just a little while. Not very long. Coming down! So yeah, we came off of the Cottonwood Creek Trail, and of course the Cottonwood Creek Trail goes a lot further than that, kind of north-northeast. But we picked up, it doesn't really have an official name. I call it the Two Name Access Trail. The big fancy dog place over here. And because if you go left, you're on Dublin Boulevard, and technically you have to go down a little ways here to the pedestrian crossing, and then it turns from Dublin Boulevard to Nevada Avenue. Okay, heavy bump coming up. Actually, there's two of them. One on this side and one on this side. They must be having some event at the dog places. Because it's Sunday and usually there's like nobody there. Or hardly anybody there, but man, they were crowded. All their spaces were, you know, done in and everything else. But yeah, it's kind of weird, you know. They have this, this actual path for just a little while, and then it goes back down the regular sidewalk on the, well, the path quits here at this little trail crossing, and well, actually it's not true. It goes to the other side so far, it goes down the other side so far, and then it turns into a regular sidewalk. Now, this road does have a bike lane, a marked bike lane, although it's so faded you can hardly see it. We got a good spot. Nobody's coming either way. It doesn't happen very often. But being that it's only 8:35 a.m. on a Sunday morning, that's probably why. Used to be in the old days, Harley Davidson down here at the bottom of the hill would have hamburger grills and stuff on a Sunday, because as we've talked about before, Joe and I rode motorcycles for decades, and sometimes we each had our own bike and sometimes we doubled up. The last bike we had a 2014 Harley Davidson super low 883 Sportster with all the additions to become a touring machine for 2-up. Bike was great, loved it, rarely ever had a problem. But we used to go to quite a few of the Sunday cook-offs over here, you know, that they had. Cookouts, rather. They do have some cook-offs for chili and stuff like that, but that's not our thing, because everybody makes chili too hot for us. Okay, I'm gonna stop here and turn it off, because we got to go down a big old downhill here, and I need both hands. I'll give you a real quick panorama view. And a gratuitous Joe shot. All right. We'll get back to you. Bye for now. Okay. Well, we're back. We're back on the Pikes Peak Greenway down here, Fountain Creek. And heading out to the Pike Reservoir. And yeah, we're, like I said, my plan today was basically to be, you know, back to the shed, or not shed, but the storage unit by no later than 11 o'clock, because it takes us it's about 40 minutes to get home, you know, and that's having to pull a trailer, so that makes it even a little hotter. So, but yeah, well, thanks a lot for coming along for the ride. I have no idea how long this video is going to be, but we appreciate you checking us out. If you're new, welcome aboard. We'd love to have you as a subscriber. That would be extremely awesome. There was a while there we were trying really hard to get to 500 subscribers, but we just decided heck with it. We'll just be happy with whatever we've got. You know, we'll never monetize our channel, you know. Don't ever plan on making any money off of this. So, yeah, enjoy the free content. Thank you. Yes, like I said, we'll probably be out for another hour or so. I don't know how long I've got left, because I accidentally the camera, I mean it wasn't shooting video, but I left the camera on accidentally, so that uses battery. On your left, one more behind me, thank you. coming up on the BMX track here. Not very busy for a Sunday morning. Which is kind of surprising. Howdy. Yeah, sadly, a lot of folks kind of treat this, treat this trail or path, whatever you want to call it, as a time trial track. And they really shouldn't, although I did find out that according to Colorado Springs, the speed limit on here is 20 miles an hour, which seems terribly fast for, a trail that has, moms with strollers and kids on beginning bikes, and just seems like that's just too fast. Because I think the state says it should be 15. I could be wrong. That's the skateboard park over there. Young man on a scooter having some fun. Okay. All right, well, I think we're going to call it a day as far as the video goes. So, like I said, we really do appreciate it. Just remember, it's enough to be on your way. It's enough just to cover ground. It's enough to be moving on. Ride slow, ride low. Let's go. Ride recumbent. All right. Till next time, from BJ and Joe, Hondo, who make up out and about on the recumbents. We will see you on our next little adventure. All right. Have a great rest of your weekend. Bye for now.